Oh. Baiju wasn't in his shop.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Ah, okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
Traveler, Paimon, welcome. What can I do for you?
It's the Traveler. He looks absolutely beat these days. He has these huge dark circles around his eyes, and he keeps spacing out. You have to call his name several times before he snaps out of it.
Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come, let me take a look at you.
Okay, Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, Traveler. In theory, your energy level should reflect that. You should be feeling right as rain. Hence my concern. A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated. Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside a doctor's realm of expertise.
Huh? What do you mean, non-physical nature?
Curses, dark magic, it's hard to say. It could just as easily be a simple case of mental fatigue. Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure to reveal themselves in time. Once we know the root cause, we can administer the right treatment. In the meantime, Changsheng and I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that present with mental fatigue.
Oh, must be a rare condition if not even Baiju and Changsheng have seen it before. Well, all we can do is take their advice. You look like you're about to collapse anyway. Just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Rise and shine! Time to wake up! For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. A cut? What? Did you scratch yourself in your sleep? All right, let Paimon take a look. Nope, nothing there. Wait, did you have a nightmare? Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So, if you had a night... What? So, in this dream, you were trapped... Oh. Okay, well, but then again, you woke up right where you went to bed. And then, it's decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. Or, wake you up first.
Something is missing.
Did you just say something?
The flesh remains whole, but the soul is incomplete. Left unresolved, the mind will wither away along with it.
Ah! What the... Wait! Paimon remembers you! Your child's master! Orc? Right! What are you doing here? The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right? But then we left and never learned where you went after that. Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmin Restaurant of all places? You came here looking for us? And were you the one behind that hocus pocus just now?
Tell me, what is it that you saw? Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair. You, I'll take a glass of wine.
Hmm? Oh, of course. Coming right up. We make this one in-house. It's not too strong. Enjoy.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tigerfish over here.
Coming right up. Ah, if I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shenhe's vacation.
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink. I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you. Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say more?
Neither of those things sound good. Well, should we trust her? She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. But, yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged, it scared... Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told...
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do. Well, have you made up your mind?
So, that's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am, can you help us?
So, you couldn't disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Guili Plains when you're done here. Oh, and I left cash for the drink on the table.
Oh, okay. She disappeared!
Wait, hold on. You overpaid.
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us, remember?
You sure? I could have sworn there were only 2 of you at that table.
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got them seeing things.
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady? About this tall, wearing a purple dress?
Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. And it looks like I did open the wine jar, so it must... Coming!
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon the creep. those Rift Hounds doing here? Huh. Looks like they're collecting something. Let's... Hey! Dissipate!
Rise with the sun!
So, this is what they were collecting. Yeah.
From the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains. Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain together. These remnants form what you call god remains. And it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. What are you doing?
Nothing! Just wanted to make sure you were, real? She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that. Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it. Now, can we please get back on track?
Okay. Where were we? Right. The God Remains. In our experience, God Remains are 100% bad news.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards. The remains aren't just gone. Very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and something similar happened in... Of course, God Remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world.
Wait, you mean... the stars?
42 of them have died out in the past few months alone. In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation. Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely. Something has been leeching. This time, it only took a no one knows. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least.
So, you're gonna help us, right?
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Well, great! You seem...
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust. You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all. You would do well to remember that. Now, come along.
Yeesh! You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope, she's just like when we met her in the primordial sea. Well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. Ah! Paimon's got it. Anyway, the important... Whoa! This place is way...
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here. It is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you.
Ajax? Oh, right! That's... So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the...
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around. And the outside world now. We just need both your description and the abyss. The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Okay, do you plan to learn? That tracks.
And you're saying that's not...
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes. I'll respect your opinion, though. Just means we have to turn to the second best option. A little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep.
Dream mirror?
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. Since you haven't stuck with dream mirror...
Huh. You make it sound so simple.
Tough to say. This is an unprepped to play it safe.
Wait, you're gonna teach him some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior?
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples. You're already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios that I... But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that...
Oh, she moves fast. So, last time something... Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was just her master's pet? Maybe we really will learn something here.
Ready?
Bring it on!
Your training will be split into 3 stages. We'll start with blade work. During your long journey.
You bet! There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching. You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to...
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive... To use the human body as an analogy, improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any, you need to do some introspection. Only then.
Wait, is that it? Paimon thought you were
One day, there are no that's all I have to say. Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
This is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Cut to the chase.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person, and ask yourself, now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength.
Step on up! Dance with the waves!
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body.
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Ring cutter! Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do.
How do you feel? As you should be.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps.
Go get some sleep. Sometimes, you have to practice a single movement 1,000,000, maybe 10,000,000 times.
Skirk. 'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't.
Excuse me! You shouldn't talk about your teacher.
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs, but I'd still.
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind. Oh, and today, when it's time to eat.
Wait! Put on a coat at least, you'll catch it. You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically.
Let the kid.
The stars shimmer high above. Mountains as can't be the but
a single one of them! Get away!
No, please, spare the children! Stay back!
They're coming!
Run! Help!
Eliminate the threat.
Take them down.
Don't be scared. Ah!
This way!
We'll never make it!
Where?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink. Showed you the best our home has to offer.
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife.
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can—
Well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable. Let them cling to—
Dad? Mom?
Skirk, you're all right? Thank heavens.
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare.
Run, Skirk! Run as far away as you can. Don't trust anyone. Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already—
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift.
Break down the door! Look what we have here. You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you!
You're awake? I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. This time, the focus is elemental energy.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal. No day and no night. It's like time hardly exists. Well, except for the fact that Paimon—
The way I see it, the pursuit of power. The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning the natural energy of Teyvat is, of course, abyssal power, yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm. My master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss. The elemental energy of Teyvat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These two forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time. A keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, it's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the Seven Shifting Serpent. So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for... But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your true growth comes from So, it's... Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Windblade!
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
Windblade! Disappear!
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes. Faster! Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Go! Go! Water jet!
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is... So be bold. Do not be afraid to... Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper level of... long enough for you to get some rest. If you wish to master the elements at a fundamental level, you must see...
What is the secret to power? Longing. Hatred. The fear of losing those you love. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment. That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to... Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead.
But, Master, I can barely lift...
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. After all, bones can always be reset. Good, Skirk. Once again, you survived. How
cold and pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I... But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, you must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh. And mend what is broken.
Yes, Master.
Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the... So...
From your training so far, you have gained a better command of the sword. That's only part of it. Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. Ready? Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable. Just like your sister. Oh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened to her, dude.
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
You think every opponent has the same moral? Strong emotions will always arise in combat. How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me. But you don't. You can choose your own path. Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. This is your final training session. Look alive. Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Go! Water jet! Water jet! jet! Water jet! Go! Water jet!
Not bad. Better than I expected. You're getting the hang of the first step to controlling.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, you must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and that's to be expected. Get some rest. No point training further if you managed to push. Warriors will train day and night to perfect their skills. One mistake, one moment of hesitation.
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
Oh, she got hurt though.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever. Skirk's becoming
Incredible. I wonder if I'll...
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this?
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire?
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't...
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole...
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past, and be...
Run! Skirk! Run!
Let's see here. First things first, you need a new identity. Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How, as the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown.
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow.
Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while... Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
Be starving, right? Of course you are! That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all ready for you. Dig in, before it gets cold. Ah, well, if you're around...
Here's an idea. Let's save...
Okay, it's Paimon.
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. Next, we just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded. When Ajax trained with you and I may never... Okay, not the angle I... I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless dark... Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that... No, I'm not from Teyvat. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. No, we're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of this world. Several hundred years ago, my master, Thediarygame, opened the border between worlds and sent me here. But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. To become stronger, for certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, to do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once...
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never... But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Well, your last Ajax, his situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came. Children can't help but imitate their role models. Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. Wake up your companion. It's time. Oh, and everything I just told you, best keep...
Time to go. Oh, finally. Where are we headed?
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location. It will take us to where he's hiding.
Near the chasm, right?
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your dream. You have some experience with a bit.
Don't worry. Paimon's an expert at hiding behind. Oh, but, that means you need to stay.
All right.
Wipe out! Water jet!
Annihilate!
Just gonna float behind you. Come on, you got this.
Hey, what are you two doing? Dusty, like an abandoned house. Let's press on.
Looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything!
This should be the place where you were attacked, Traveler. The missing part of your soul. Our opponent must have covered it.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are—
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his... From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see. There. I got it back.
Traveler! Skirk! What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
In the Gwali Plains, you asked me why this... Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do... Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power. No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because, call it fate. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, I'll cope. Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar.
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sertologi.
The Foul? Who dares call him Foul?
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew?
Just a little.
Look, it's back!
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their... Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action. Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath. Get us out of here, Traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Uh-oh! Falling spikes! Run! Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse! So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place. But I no longer sense his presence. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it. You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does.
Yeah.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state. So it's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, but I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Exactly. And I believe that...
No way!
This isn't my first taste of...
But, what it plus? How are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Not without your full strength. So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Fair enough. Then take this.
What is it?
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go. We shouldn't linger.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest. But where? Paimon gets the feeling Skirk wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh wait! Baizhu said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's...
He'll know something about Master. I'm sure of it. Fine. It'll take time to recover my strength, of course. But this. It's a star crystal suit. Abyssal energy is scarce in Tevat. Wearing this helps it stores concentrated abyssal energy that I can draw from on the go. When the energy runs out, it reverts back to its original form. Found...
Committed to memory.
Rise with the sun!
You look much better, Travel. Very true. We haven't had many patients recently, so we have...
Awesome! Thanks! This bag from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met? Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did you do to get all this Mora?
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing
You heard all that?
A sonorous voice like yours.
Then, did you by
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. Okay, fine.
I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That cup...
Quiet.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth?
Keep your gaze fixed.
Run! Skirk!
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. Wait, Skirk? Have you been
About 60%. Maybe.
Whoa! Paimon!
No. Not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. No. I think I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she... Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Be right back.
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world. Think of it as this isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in I only managed to break. Call it. Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come. Oh, you know, this river represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time, but as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times, and all she sees
You must learn to shut out.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall.
the answer to one. Let's follow the river. Like meteors, we both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees...
You now have what it takes to... No one can be...
You wish me to...
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own... We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes.
Why do you do that?
I have told you before, fear is the catalyst for human evolution. You have tasted loss. You have known, but as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood.
That is what Skirk's master, the foul Sertology, looked like. Of course, as a higher being, he could appear as a beast,
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the... To do that,
I'll let you in on the scope of it. We've made it quite...
I have said no tears this...
Can I ask a question? I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died.
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius. So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means...
But I
don't want to draw my...
What you want matters little. Among the boundless sea of stars.
Yes, Master. From that day forward, after some time, it was not... We're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end. These are Skirk's happiest memories. What is simply this? It was a spaceship. Skirk's parent. No one had any idea of what was to come. Several months later, an army of... Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before. So she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. Countless people cried out to her. Their lives were discarded. If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And there she... because she and her people were seen as a threat. As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any... For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat, and decided to eliminate them before the... Senseless. If those with power get to decide... No one wants to relive... Skirk is waiting over there. Let's go to her.
So all this, just so you...
I have things to say. I want someone to witness her suppressed emotional self. All those rejected impulses. Those discarded aspects of your past. I am who you...
You're wrong. Your existence makes me weak. Don't forget.
Even so, learn to strip yourself of...
The difference is that I'm doing what is... I allow you to exist. But with... I've shouldered everything you couldn't carry.
That is the... On the grand... Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars. Those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back.
That isn't what we need.
It's exactly what we need. Aren't you curious?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer.
And look around. You cast aside your dreams. Now, the only thing...
And you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Thank you for saying. To be honest, but what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, all those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least...
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by the...
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
I'm sick of being a kid.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water. I am not the dance. I should be thanking you.
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
So, I once asked he said no. But that's why. An idea that, but that means, yes. Although his decision to train me, I know. He's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces. Maybe that means I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready. Help me?
Oh, you're... Honestly, Paimon was gone for like... You're both okay, but...
What does it look like? Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that I taught you to incorporate.
Okay, but whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks. Let's...
All right.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power, the good news is...
Light it up!
form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too? Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant—
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a
Okay. Hope Nervalette isn't here this time.
Yeah!
Paradigm shift! Surge! Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
Go! Yeah!
Extinguish!
Go!
Annihilate power.
Beyond this world.
Go!
Surge!
Go! Bombs away!
Haven't had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle. Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was such power.
Skirk, sir.
How long has it been?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar. This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk.
Sounds like you and Master.
Of course. Might as well take it. I was born into a noble family in I trained the sword harder than anyone else. Over time, my heart, we were similar yet.
That does sound like some—
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth some. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't. After his grand endeavor was successful,
This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent.
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger.
Are you sure? Wise indeed.
Nor
I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe. You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong. All Vedifenir's
sounds.
Of course. Old.
Still so.
I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you were serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Thediarygame.
Your heart? That sounds like torture.
Because, of course, I bear the curse of it.
So, you used the curse to, even with that whale's ability. Devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself to my limits. And he was... I miss your master. I miss the days...
After the beating we...
Thediarygame's disciple. That... I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to we're like mountains.
True. But I made up my mind long besides.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, first time we came here. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me, it was the joy of a research.
Interesting. You're right.
Exactly. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength. After which, for that very reason.
Perhaps you're right. What a battle that would be.
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds. Thediarygame.
I can. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. The impurities will dissipate. And under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, but it will be a time-consuming and painful process.
I accept. And who knows? I have faith if we are...
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes. And you, Skofnungur, will be my witness at the end of all things.
That's finally over. Let's get out of here. Huh. We did it! Once again, we've Wow! Today sure went by fast. It's night already.
Yes.
Great! Huh, it's
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky. It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings. Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. Time marches after. Though we gaze upon a false sky.
Ugh, this is all going over Paimon's head. But if she knows one thing, it's that the Traveler, ever since we met, he has filled Paimon's days with happiness. If it's too big a job for one person, then we've met so many amazing friends and accomplished so many amazing things.
I suppose when it comes to you, well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, and I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. One without war, pain, or force. For this, we must all work to become stronger. If that's what you want to call me, I won't object. Goodbye.
Bye! Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than before? We definitely count as friends after all that, don't you think? Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since Paimon treated you to that super nice meal at Wanmin restaurant, it's about time.
Yeah.